The Badgers had plenty of chances today, but they just couldn't pull through. We've got highlights and reaction right now at 6. I'm still bobbing my head, and I still have goosebumps. 80,000 fans packed into Camp Randall. That was jump around. You just saw that. Everything was almost perfect today for the Badgers, except for that finish. We have team coverage tonight of the Badgers' Week 1 loss to Penn State. Adam Duxter is live outside Camp Randall, but we're going to start in studio with sports reporter Jordan Reed.
And yeah, the Badgers, they were just 1 yard away right there at the end, and it wasn't an easy or pretty game for them. It truly came down to the final minutes, the final yards, where Wisconsin just couldn't convert in the red zone. Now let's take a look at that drive. Early on, Graham Mertz takes a pretty big hit, and that leads to Penn State's Ellis Brooks getting tossed for a targeting call. Mertz and company, well, they regroup. They find themselves back inside the 10, and Danny Davis just lays out for an incredible catch. We're going to take another look at that. But then a loose ball, it's recovered, 4th down, and pass is intercepted. That's pretty much game. Penn State holds on, and they go on to win 16-10.
The season did not start the way you'd want to, as far as, winning the game. And yet, to win, you've got to do one, you got to give yourself a chance to be in that position. I thought, many did, but you got to find a way to finish, and we didn't do that enough. And so a lot of season ahead of us.
Coming up later in sports, we'll have a full recap of the Badgers season opener, where we'll also get to hear from the players themselves. Brad, back over to you.
Yeah, well, for the first time in more than 650 days, fans are back in the stands at Camp Randall. Adam Duxter talked to a number of Badger faithful during the pregame and joins us live now with how folks feel about making that return.
Well, it really isn't college football without the fans, whether it's the alumni, the students, or even fans of the other team. And today they all had Camp Randall rocking in their return.
After nearly 2 years away, America's best college town is getting a chance to shake off the dust and remind us how it earned that title to begin with.
It's great to be back. It's beautiful to be back. Look at this environment. It's incredible.
Despite the early start time, supporters came out in record numbers, whether it was their first game,
Go Badgers!
or just their first game in a while.
This is game number 516 in the Wisconsin series, yes. Wow. 23 bowl games, including 6 Rose Bowls.
For fans like Ken Werner, football is religion and Camp Randall is a holy place.
Sports is woven into the fabric of American life, and part of that life is the youth of America.
And America's youth.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
Think today is pretty special too.
It is unlike anything else we're seeing in the United States. This 2-second coming back is like a blessing on itself, but everybody back is going to be amazing.
Pork spicy.
Something even fans of the other team can agree with.
I love it. It's so great. We really like the vibe, the energy. Everyone's super friendly, so we really like it.
And while Wisconsin will play at home a number of times this season, today's return is about more than players coming back to the field.
Just being able to sit next to somebody who's a fan, and my wife on the other side, and knowing that we have a top program, and we're going to compete every game, and I think we're going to win today.
And obviously not the result that those fans were hoping for, but still, Brad, like you said, some of those moments, absolute goosebumps. And Brad, I think all that's left is getting you at the anchor desk a jacket like Ken's got, repping yourself a little bit of a Badger in the studio.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, Adam, thank you so much. That's great reporting and not a bad assignment today. And go get you some sorrow cheese curds and we'll rebound for next week. Thanks, Adam. 11 UW-Madison students were arrested at today's game, according to UW police. 12 citations were given to students. 10 of those were for underage alcohol consumption. 22 people were ejected at the game. Well, football fan or not, days like today provide a big boost to our entire community. It's also a huge bump in sales for many businesses. Christina Laurie explains just how much money game days do bring in.
While 70,000 fans were cheering on the Badgers inside Camp Randall, some of the biggest celebrations were happening outside.
We definitely get a lot more busy on game days compared to a normal Saturday.
At long-awaited tailgates, busy bars, restaurants, hotels, and shops across the city.
Especially with our new location being even closer to Camp Randall down here.
Taylor Carlson co-owns Greenbush Bakery, a game day staple for Badgers past and present. The donut shop moved during the 2019 season, and Taylor is finally reaping the benefits of owning a business less than a block from the stadium.
Being like a tradition for a lot of people, where they start their mornings coming to get some donuts and then going off their tailgate.
It's not just food fans are buying. Pre- and post-game drinks, hotels, parking, all of those things add up and support more than 1,000 jobs. Each individual home game brings in about $16 million for the state.
You can kind of feel it snowballing, getting busier and busier.
But it's the best kind of busy, and another reason to celebrate the return of Big Ten football.
It's kind of cool to be part of that.
In Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Okay, I just got to look at those donuts. I might head to Greenbush right after. As a result, the bigger crowds at Greenbush, they extended their hours to compensate for as many people that came in. I'm sure they're very pleased about that. Well, the rain stayed out of the way for the most part of the day at Camp Randall. Here's a live look at the Capitol from our Edgewater Sky Cam. We're expecting more sun for the rest of the weekend. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopninski.
And, you know, I would really say that it didn't quite rain during the game, but we saw a lot of drizzle, and it really wasn't that great, especially towards the first half of the game. By the end of the game, it did look like it dried up for the most part here for most of us. And now we're actually seeing some sunshine overhead, and it's a good way to end our day today. Currently upper 60s right now, dew points in the upper 50s, so it's not muggy at all. And with the sunshine breaking loose as of right now, it actually feels very nice to be outside here to end off our Saturday. Doppler tracks showed those lighter showers that made their way through, but the drizzle just doesn't get picked up for the most part on this Doppler track, generally because the rain is just too light, and that's exactly what we saw here earlier today. But it does look like we're going to stay dry for the rest of today as we have cleared out even the cloud cover, it looks like, overhead right now. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s for most of us, upper 60s and low 70s, so it's actually very nice outside. And with the dew points on the lower side of things, it really does hammer home the point that we finished off today on a great foot. Now later on tonight, we are going to cool temperatures down to 55 degrees with mostly clear skies, but does that mean a chillier day tomorrow, or are we going to warm things right back up? Make sure you stay tuned. I'll have a look at your extended forecast coming up in a moment.
Thanks so much, Austin. In more local news, throwing cow chips and getting COVID shots. That was all part of an annual event in Prairie du Sac today. It was the Wisconsin State Cow Chip Throw. Organizers say about 40,000 people show up each year, but the 2021 had a special component. Sauk Prairie healthcare workers administering COVID shots to anyone who wanted them in an area where vaccination rates are lagging behind.
We want to get community immunity as close to that as we can. If you're in doubt, just start there. There are people out there, experts, who will have a respectful conversation with them and not judge, and just simply have a dialogue about the vaccine.
All right, now in case you're wondering, the state record for cow chip throwing is at 248 feet. The Labor Day weekend event ends tonight with a dance and dinner celebration. Well, DHS is reminding everyone to have a safe and healthy holiday weekend. Here's a look at yesterday's latest numbers. The 7-day average of new COVID cases is now above 1,700 per day, but it's not only going up as vaccinations are also going up as well. In 13 days, more than 65,000 people in Wisconsin got their first COVID shot, and the governor is counting that as a win for the vaccine incentive program. Anyone who gets their shot within the program's time frame is also going to get $100. Well, as an incentive program picks up across the country, our investigative team is tracking just how effective these are. Experts say that success can be hard to pin down, but in some states, like New Jersey, the weekly vaccination average rose more than 13% in less than just a week. You can find out the entire story on our website. Well, if you've been receiving federal unemployment benefits during the pandemic, those end today. But the state gave us an important update just this morning, and it's good news for people who are still waiting for a decision on their regular unemployment claim. If you're still waiting and are denied regular benefits for this claim filed on October 6th, you will have a 21-day period after the denial to apply for a PUA benefits for any time you were jobless before the payable period that ended today. Now, if you're in that group and you didn't catch all of that, that's a lot of info coming at you at one time. You can find out more on our website, channel3000.com. Well, Ida is still making its mark in the Northeast. After the break, the latest on the recovery efforts in New York and New Jersey and how soon President Biden plans to see the damage. And we're going to have much more from opening day at Camp Randall, including how one broad stand outside the stadium is trying to do more than just fill people up before the game. That story and more coming up tonight at 10.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021 is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course lunch starting at $15 and a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021, starting September 19th through the 24th. For participating restaurant menus and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than Perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
President Biden visited the Gulf Coast yesterday as the death toll from Hurricane Ida rises to 63. As the recovery continues, hundreds of thousands of people in Louisiana remain without electricity, and running water is running on short supply.
As the hurricane-battered Gulf Coast struggles with widespread power outages and fuel shortages, officials say the lights should be back on in New Orleans by the middle of next week. But the head of Louisiana's power company warned Saturday that electricity to some of the state's hardest-hit areas may not be restored until the end of this month.
If you've got a generator that you're using, please make sure that is at least 20 feet from your residence. It's in a well-ventilated area. It is not in a crawl space, a garage, certainly not in the house with you.
Violence broke out at a Louisiana gas station when a driver fatally shot another after witnesses say the alleged gunman cut a long line.
Once he pointed the gun at the victim kind of, put his hands up like, what, you're going to shoot me now? And that's what he did.
The suspect, this 21-year-old New Orleans man, turned himself in and was charged with second-degree murder. In Killeen, Louisiana, the aftermath of Ida remains dire.
If we don't get MREs, water, diapers, commodities, just anything to help these citizens, that it's going to be a very tough time.
On a Gulf Coast visit Friday, President Biden surveyed the destruction.
Folks, I know you're hurting. I know you're hurting.
On Tuesday, President Biden is set to be here in Manville, New Jersey, which took a devastating hit when remnants of Ida blew through the Northeast.
The town is very amazing. Everybody likes to help each other out, but this just came out of nowhere.
President Biden will also visit Queens, New York, where multiple people died at home in basements that became death traps. Elise Preston, CBS News, Manville, New Jersey.
FEMA says it has more than 100,000 people deployed to support Ida response and recovery efforts along the Gulf Coast and in the Northeast. Well, still ahead at 6, Taste of Madison returns to downtown this year in a new space. We're going to catch up with organizers to find out what you can expect if you plan to head out tomorrow. And more sun and warmer temperatures to end the weekend. Austin's back with his latest forecast after the break.
The 72-hour Labor Day weekend appliance sale is through Monday only at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance deals. Plus no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
So this Labor Day, if you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes or an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, and people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Show off your white smile this Labor Day. Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. Get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
The 72-hour Labor Day weekend sale is through Labor Day Monday only at Ashley Home Store. Get the best holiday deals on the latest home fashions. Plus, save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no-interest financing store-wide. Ashley Home Store.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
One local festival is making its return after the pandemic forced it to be canceled last year. And despite a few changes, organizers say they're excited to be back. The 39th annual Taste of Madison is happening this weekend at Brees Stevens Field in 3 different sessions per day. Ticket sales were capped at $5,000 per session, with $2,000 donated to local first responders.
It's fun to see smiling faces. It's fun to hear live music, to see all of the restaurants back. It's fun to see all of our volunteers back. It's just really, really nice to be back to in-person events.
The event will run again tomorrow with sessions from 10 to 1, 2 to 5, and 6 to 9. To find out how you can get tickets, you can visit our website, channel3000.com. Well, let's get a look at our certified most accurate forecast with meteorologist Austin Kopnitsky.
And how about a view that we really haven't seen for much, if not all of today? Some blue skies finally taking over. And now that we're clearing out the cloud cover for a lot of us, it's not coming back here for these next few days. We're really going to see a lot of sunshine for both Sunday and Monday. Not only that, we're looking at some thunderstorm chances late in the night Monday, generally around Tuesday in those morning hours. But then the temperatures do warm up. up. By the time we reach this next weekend, we're looking at temperatures to bounce back into the lower 80s. Now taking a peek at our current Doppler track. Remember earlier today we did see some of those lighter showers. Now we're looking much better as even the cloud cover has peeled out of our area. Taking a big step back here, a little bit more of those showers up north. Not going to affect us here for tonight as we are expecting mostly clear skies for the rest of tonight. But our future track does show that next chance for some showers and thunderstorms. We're going to get through tomorrow with a lot of sunshine, starting out with some sun in the morning. Temperatures will fall into those mid-50s, so it's going to be a little cooler than these last few nights that we've seen. But then by the time we reach Sunday afternoon, looking great there with those mid-70s. Very comfortable day overall. But then by the time we reach Sunday night, this is what we're looking at here with the latest rain chance. A very weak disturbance is going to move through. Maybe one or two areas could see a shower, but that's just about it. Most of us are going to stay dry throughout. And then that real next chance that most of us could see some showers and thunderstorms, that's going to hold off until we see Monday late in the night, generally into Tuesday morning, as we could see some of those showers and thunderstorms developing up to the north. So that's what we're really watching out for as of right now. Those rain chances staying very low over the next few days, but it does jump up on Tuesday, especially in the morning hours. But towards the afternoon on Tuesday, still looking to shape up to be a pretty nice day as partly sunny skies look to return. 24-hour temperature change does show a little bit of a warm up, and this tomorrow is going to show even warmer conditions as we are expecting to bounce back into the upper 70s. Current temperatures right now, upper 60s and low 70s. The sunshine trying to bring up those temps here towards the end of the day, but really struggling as, again, that sun is just about to set here pretty soon. Now, taking a peek at our extended forecast, a lot of sunshine for these next few days. Both Sunday and Labor Day Monday looking to be very nice as of right now. But then late in the night Monday, right around Tuesday morning, that's when we're expecting that next round of showers and storms. But afterwards, I mean, it looks fantastic. Sunshine, 70s. It does get a little warm and toasty for this next weekend with the low 80s returning to the forecast.
So am I just allowed to blame the loss today on the weather? Because if we didn't have perfect weather, it's on you, Austin.
I think so. You know, I was down at the farmers market during the first half of the football game. First of all, a lot of people were still out there, and it just wasn't too pleasant with the very light drizzle. It never really rained fully, but it wasn't a pleasant day overall. Thankfully, we're seeing some sun now, though.
Well, I was going to say, at least it's getting better, and we appreciate it as always. Thanks, Austin. We'll see you later on. Our coverage of the Badgers' first game continues after the break. We're going to have a full recap, plus reactions from the team. Sports is next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021 is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course lunch starting at $15 and a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021, starting September 19th through the 24th. For participating restaurant menus and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Republicans in Congress are working for the richest 1%. They got caught red-handed blocking economic relief for working people just to protect tax loopholes for the ultra-wealthy. Billionaires so rich, they shoot money into space while they dodge their taxes. Ron Johnson doesn't want the 1% to pay their fair share because he's one of them. It's time to build a stronger economy. MoveOn.org. Political action is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Up here, success depends on the choices you make. But I know I've got this. And when it comes to controlling his type 2 diabetes, my dad's got this too.
With the right choices, you have it in you to control your A1C, and once-weekly Trulicity may help. Most people taking Trulicity reached an A1C under 7%, and it starts lowering blood sugar from the first dose by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Well, Sunday is a busy travel day for those that are looking to celebrate the Labor Day weekend. And Julian will have your weekday forecast as you get ready to hit the roads. Join us Sunday morning at 6:30.
It's a day both Badger fans and players have been waiting for, game day. Also a much anticipated return, 651 days to be exact. Fans are finally back at Camp Randall for a heavyweight contest between the 12th ranked Badgers and number 19 Penn State. Now, if there is one word for the first half, it's defense. Now, that's for both sides. Scoreless at halftime. Well, things start clicking on offense in the second half, first for Penn State, and then for the Badgers. Chez Malusi was the go-to guy today. Short run for a touchdown. Well, Penn State eventually goes up 16-10 later on in the game. Well, the Badgers, they march down the field what ends up being a 17-play drive. But as we saw earlier in the show, that doesn't end well. Badgers drop game one 16-10. Mertz finishes 22 of 37 for 185 yards with 2 interceptions. Now, sports director Zach Hanley was out there and has more on Wisconsin's red zone woes, including an opportunity that was set up for a perfect ending.
The script was perfect. Down 6 on the 8-yard line with a chance to win it. But the performance was not. Graham Mertz threw a pick, and the Badgers start the year with a loss.
Yeah, obviously not proud of how it ended. There are definitely a lot of things that fell on my plate that I need to clean up, and I will. I'm going to do everything and anything I can to make sure I'm ready to go, and this team's ready to go. So, I mean, like I've been saying, it just comes down to execution and doing it consistently, and I wasn't consistent today, so I take that.
You got to find ways to finish, and certainly, you know, had a number of opportunities in the red zone, and you know, didn't do a good job of scoring points, and you've got to score points to win.
Definitely stings. Kind of felt like we were playing 2 teams out there, playing ourselves, and definitely shot ourselves in the foot a couple times. Definitely stuff we can clean up tomorrow in the film room and this week during prep, but I'm confident in our guys' battle and ability to battle back and come back from this one.
Obviously, this isn't the start to the season the Badgers were hoping for. But as Scott Nelson put it, you can't let one loss turn into 2. Meaning there's no time to dwell, just learn from it and then move on. At Camp Randall Stadium, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
And another season starting out in Whitewater. The Warhawks hyped to get things going against Carthage. Now, Alex Pete starts the game off with a bang. He kicks it into high gear, booking it down the sideline for the 35-yard score. Well, the Hawks also getting it done in the air. Max Myler hits Tyler Holte downfield, a 47-yard sling, and that leads to another touchdown. Whitewater on cruise control. They take the season opener 46-7.
Thanks so much, Jordan. Gosh, that's a tough loss, but we'll get back. Austin, how's our weather looking?
You know, it's going to be a little cooler later on tonight thanks to the mostly clear skies. We're going to see temperatures falling even down into the middle 50s here for tonight. So a little cooler than these last few nights that we've seen. But then your extended forecast shows 2 beautiful days ahead of us. And then come Tuesday, especially in the morning, we are expecting that next round of showers and storms.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys later tonight at 10.